Okay, so we're here at One World. We've been talking a little bit about death, and just if you tell us your name, a little bit about yourself, and your thoughts about death.
Okay, right. I'm Craig Trafford. I'm an energy practitioner, EFT practitioner, kinesiologist, and a writer. Death. All right. Can I swear?
You can say whatever you like.
All right. I fucking hate it. I hate death. I think death is it's a cosmic joke, and death has had a profound impact on my life. I've had people that I've loved ripped away from me at early parts of their lives, and they were good people. And I know my mind is small, compared to sort of great thinkers out there, but I don't understand how we can be given this gift of consciousness that is forever expanding, and it's always adding to itself, and it sees the wonders of life and the wonders of the universe, and then suddenly you can have your own experience of your own consciousness ripped away from you. You're dead. Where does the consciousness go? What is the point of that? What's the point of creating something that is wholesome and wonderful and creates things and connects with other people and connects with other beings throughout the universe and with other planets? What's the point of having something that is perpetually expanding and growing and forming, and then suddenly cut off a part of it, which I suppose we experience as our bodies? I don't get it. I don't get it.
What do you think of the creator of all this? What do you say about that?
Right, okay. So if I was a creator and I created a being that could experience themselves in a body and experience this consciousness, and then I picked their body away from their consciousness so that they could no longer experience it in the area or the place they wanted to experience it, I would say, fuck me, that is cruel. That is a joke. That is really bad. Bad behaviour. Very bad behaviour for any kind of creator. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't create a being, give them this amazing gift, and then fucking chop them off. I mean, come on. No, totally out of order. Totally out of order. Bastard, really. It's really bad behaviour. So whatever we think has created us might not be what was created us, because they can't be an omnipotent loving being if they're going to do that to the beings that they create, can they? It's like you pulling spiders' legs off, isn't it? Really, there you go. You can experience freedom. Suddenly you've no legs. You can't experience anything. Just because I'm bigger than you. So the being that created us in that format, I'm not impressed with, and I reckon that we're kind of conditioned to expect aging, conditioned to expect death. I don't know why. I don't understand what the point is, but I don't accept that. Well, it's not good for us, obviously. If you like being here, it's not good for you. So all the explanations that we've kind of formed, such as reincarnation, all those stories we tell ourselves to make death more warm and more cuddly and more acceptable, I think are bullshit.
You're not saying that you don't think there is such a thing as reincarnation, are you? You're saying, or do you, or are you?
I'm saying prove it.
Right.
I mean, where's your proof? And why even bother with reincarnation? What's the point? Why not just if these bodies have to run out, well, then why not just order a new one? Why not just get a new body? Because my consciousness is still expanding. I want to experience it without this interruption of this thing called death. I want to keep experiencing. It's like, there's no way, it's 70 odd years, that I can know all there is to know about myself, never mind about somebody else, never mind about the rest of the world. So why give me a little snippet? What's that about? It's like, yeah, you can put your hand in the sweetie jar, but, you can only take a little bit of the wrapping. Bollocks. There's no point. There's no point to it. So why do we accept it? Why do we say, oh, it's all part of the pattern of life? It's not all part of the pattern of life. That's just your thinking to make it seem easier. I think we're actually scared of life, and that's why we die.
Thank you.
One thing I do know,
yeah,
for certain, existence exists, and that's all I know for sure.
Thank you. We did a workshop on death, and we were kind of being with the idea. What does death bring up in you?
Well, I've thought a lot about death and decided I had two choices. One was to fear death, or one was to relax into it and feel excited about it. And so I decided to go with the latter and feel relaxed about death and quite excited about it. And yeah, there's part of me that is quite excited about dying. I think that it's been very underrated, really. We don't know enough about it, and it could be this is just, there's some great things in life like the orgasm, and it could be really orgasmic dying, just letting go of the body and shooting out the top of your head. So I'd like to live a long, happy life, and when death happens, going to go for it and make the most of it, and relax as much as possible into the process. Having given birth twice to 2 children, and I breathed the baby out, used a method called breathing the baby out, and just relaxed into the process, and had 2 really easy births. There was no complications whatsoever. I feel that was a situation where I could have got really uptight and nervous and frightened, because you don't know what's happening at all, and it's really very major. You're bringing a life into the world, and you could die, the baby could die, so it's very intense, and so relaxing into it really worked for me. So I'm going to give that a go when it's time to die as well.
Great. Have you had people die around you in your family, or?
Yeah, my dad's died, and best friends died, and yeah, my dad was a alcoholic tyrant. He was very destructive when he was alive, but now he's dead, I speak to him, I feel his vibration, of love vibration. I can sort of channel into that, and he gives me good advice. So yeah, I think that's kind of given me another slant on death as well, that actually the addictions we take on, or cravings, or whatever in our life, personality things, that when you're dead, that just drops away, and you become pure love. So again, I'm quite looking forward to floating around. It's a bit of pure love.